Understanding unit rates. So in this lesson, we want to look at what is a unit rate and how to use a unit rate to answer questions. So here we have 330 walnuts in 6 bags. A unit rate would be if I know there are 330 walnuts in 6 bags, how many walnuts are there in one bag? A unit rate always has a denominator of 1. It is 1 unit. How many per 1 unit? So in this case, the unit is bag. How many walnuts per bag? You can find the unit rate by taking this ratio and dividing 330 divided by 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Subtract. Bring down my next 0. 6 times 5 is 30, and I get 55 walnuts per bag. If I know there are 55 walnuts per one bag, I can go back and see how many walnuts would there be in 2 bags. So 55 for every 1 equals how many for 2. So you can see we can use equivalent fractions here. 1 times 2 is 2, so 55 times 2 is 110. There would be 110 walnuts in 2 bags. Gigi earned $65 for 5 hours of gardening. So we can determine the unit rate, $65 for 5 hours. Divide 65 by 5 to come up with how many dollars she earned per hour. Again, a unit rate always has a denominator of 1. So when we divide, we get 13. So she was earning $13 per hour for gardening. Then she earned $90 for 9 hours of office work. 90 divided by 9 is 10, so that's $10 per 1 hour, and that was for office work. So we can see that she earned $3 more for gardening than she did for office work, or she earned $3 less for office work than she did for gardening. Here's another example. Philip drove the same number of miles each hour, but here we see how many miles he drove in 3 hours, how many miles he drove in 4 hours, how many miles he drove in 5 hours. So you could take any one of these and determine miles in each hour. So each hour, that represents my denominator needing to be 1 hour. So we want to know how many miles per 1 hour. You could take any one of these and divide. 195 divided by 3. 3 times 6 is 18. Subtract and bring down the 5. 3 times 5 is 15. So that would be 65 miles in 1 hour. Or you could take 260 divided by 4. 3 times 6 is 24. Subtract and get 2. Bring down the 0. 4 times 5 is 20. That's, again, 65. Or you could have done 325 divided by 5. 5 times 6 is 30. Subtract and get 2. Bring down the 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So when you divide miles by the number of hours, you get the miles per hour. 65 miles per each 1 hour. So 65 miles per hour.